सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। श्रीचिद्घनगणेशाय नमो मह्यं सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्धिबोध्यं बुद्धिर्दृक्यत्वनिर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहन्नमत्वन्यत् इति मे निश्चिता मतिः। So we're looking at the akshepa of the Purva Pakshi. First akshepa we saw as to praptasya prapti, nitya praptasya prapti, and also nitya nivrittasya nivrittihi. How can you have praptasya prapti, which is Paramananda Rupa, which is your prayojana of this Vichara Sagara, whereas Paramananda is one's own Sarupa? How can you have Nitya Praptasya Praptihi and Nitya Nivritta Dukkha, which is all never there in Atma, because Atma's Sarupa is Sukha? How can you have Nitya Nivrittasya Nivrittihi? That was explained as to it is figurative because there is a pratiti of dukkha, although one's swarupa is ananda rupa. Like an example was given, like the something that you have lost which is with you, which you are not really lost but you think it is lost. That is the example given for praptasya prapti and nivrittasya nivritti, nitya nivrittasya nivritti. The Rajju was never in Sarpa, but there was a pratiti of Rajju. There is Rajju pratiti karya also, which is Bhaya Rupa. Thereby, there is a possibility of nivritti of Sarpa, the way it is possible in Sarpa nivritti by knowing the Rajju Swarupa. Similarly, by knowing one's own Swarupa, there can be Dukkha nivritti, which was Nitya nivritta anyway, just like Sarpa was never there in the Rajju. So much we have seen. Dvitiya Akshepa is there. Second Akshepa comes up. Purva Pakshi says, Nanu Savilasa Ajnana Nivrittihi Paramananda Vaptischa Grantasya Prayojanam iti uktam na sangacchate. Yato Nivrittirnama Nishesha Nasha eva नाशस्तु प्रध्वंसाभावः एव अतः अनर्थ निवृत्ति रूपाभावस्य परमानंद प्राप्ति रूपाभावस्य च एकत्र मुक्ति स्वरूपे सामानाधिकरणं न घटेत भावाभावयोः अन्योन्य विरोधात्. So what he says, and further विरुद्धयोः धर्मयोः एकत्र युगपत् समावेशायोगाच्च तस्मात् उक्त प्रयोजनम ग्रंथस्य न संभवति इति चेत. So akshepa is, you have said that there is nivritti of dukkha. So savilasa ajnana nivrittihi, dukkha nivritti you have said, paramananda prapti you have said. Now you are talking about ajnana nivritti. Ajnana nivritti is moksha. Paramananda avapti is also mokta. Paramananda avapti is prapti. So prapti is bhava rupa, nivritti is abhava rupa. Ajnana nivritti is moksha, paramananda prapti is moksha. That is your prayojana of this particular grantha. That is not appropriate. Why so? There is a logical flaw. यतः निवृत्ति नाम निश्शेषनाश एव. What do you tag as nivrutti? What is called as nivrutti? Nisheshanashaha. When ajnana goes away completely, nasha of ajnana. Ajnana is bhava rupa. Being bhava rupa, ajnana nivrutti has to be abhava rupa. Now your nivrutti of ajnana is abhava. Nisheshanasha, nothing remains. Ajnana is completely gone. So it is abhava of ajnana now. Whereas Paramananda aptischa bhava rupa. So Nisheshanasha is what completely gone is Nashastu Pradhvamsa bhava eva. So this is a little tricky because Tarkika language is a little difficult. Those who have not studied Tarka can set it aside. I'll explain it nonetheless. I'll try to keep it simple. Abhavas are categorized by Tarkikas as, when I say Tarkikas, Nyaya Vaisheshika both are included. Pradhvamsa abhava is one. There are four types of abhavas: Pragabhava, Pradhvamsa abhava, Anyonya abhava and Atyanta abhava. So abhava are padarthas. In Nyaya Vaisheshika and Tarka, abhava is a padartha. And categorized into four types. Pragabhava is before the creation. Ghata is a good example. They say before Ghata Utpatti, the abhava of Ghata is, there was no Ghata before Ghata came about. So abhava of Ghata before the Ghata came about, prior non-existence of Ghata is called as Pragabhava. Similarly, when the Ghata is destroyed, that time the latter abhava, absence, is called as Pradhvamsa abhava. So Nisheshanasha nivrutti is Pradhvamsa abhava. There are other two also. Atyanta abhava, they do not agree is possible, complete non-existence. And there is Anyonya abhava. There is abhava of Ghata in Pata and abhava of Pata in Ghata, that is Anyonya abhava. Our focus here is Pradhvamsa abhava. Pradhvamsa abhava is after the Nasha of Ghata, the abhava that is there is called as Pradhvamsa abhava. It is Padartha, Kaschana Padartha. Here your Ajnana Nasha has happened, so you replace Ghata with Ajnana now. So after Ghata Nasha, how you have Pradhvamsa abhava, similarly after Ajnana Nasha, you have Ajnana Pradhvamsa abhava. So Pradhvamsa abhava eva Nasha. Ataha Anartha Nivritti Rupa Abhavasya, Anartha Dukkha Nivritti, Samsara Nivritti, Ajnana Nivritti, that kind of abhava, abhavasya Paramananda Prapti Rupa Bhavasya cha Abhava Rupa Nivritti. Ajnana Nivritti is Abhava Rupa. That's one phala. Another phala is Paramananda Prapti, second phala. It is moksha. You are not saying that moksha is in stages. You are saying moksha is what? It is Dukkha Nivritti, meaning Abhava, and Paramananda Prapti, which is Bhava. So Abhava and Bhava cannot be in Samanadikaranya. But you have it. Cha ekatra mukti swarupe, moksha swarupe, samanadikaranam na ghateta. So his question is, abhava rupa and bhava rupa cannot be in samanadikaranam. You say there is absence also and there is presence also. Na ghateta. Bhava bhavayoho anyonya virodha. They are opposed to each other. You cannot say existent as well as non-existent. Viruddhayoho dharmayoho ekatra yugapat samavesha yogacha. They cannot go together. They are viruddha dharmas. Abhava has a viruddha dharma. Bhava, the dukkha nivritti. Abhava dharma is viruddha to bhava rupa. Ananda. They cannot stay together. They'll have a conflict. Tasmad ukta prayojanam granthasya na sambhavati iti chet. Therefore, your grantha has no prayojana. Therefore, it should not be begun at all. You should not even think about this grantha. You should not create such a grantha. Tat samadhi. Tasya samadhi uchyate akshepasya. Naisha dosha. That is not a problem. That's not an issue at all. Why? Savilasa avidya nivrittehe adhisthana brahma chaitanya matratvat na tato atirichyate sa. दिस इज अ संग्रह वाक्य. सविलास अविद्या निवृत्तेः, अविद्या निवृत्ति along with its karya savilasa, all the vikshepa that is going on will go away when avidya goes away, ajnana goes away. So nivrittihi is what? Nivritti, sa nivrittihi tatah adhishthanat na tirichyate. Adhisthana brahma chaitanyam. Adhisthana is brahma chaitanya. Kalpita is on the adhisthana brahma, the entire prapancha aropita vikshepita jagat. Prapancha is on adhisthana. The mirage water is seen in the desert, on the desert. So desert is the adhisthana. Similarly, Rajju Sarpa is seen, Sarpa is seen on Rajju. It is called Rajju Sarpa because Rajju itself is seen as Sarpa, meaning Sarpa is Kalpita on Rajju, which is the adhisthana. Here in this case, the entire Prapancha is projected, imagined on Brahma, which is Chaitanya Matra. So Brahma Chaitanya Matratvam Kasya Avidya Nivrittehe Tatah na atirichyate. It is not different. When we say nivritti, nivritti is not abhava rupa. Nivritti is bhava rupa in adhisthana. What is called as nivritti is adhisthana. Sarpa nivritti kim? Rajju adhisthana rupam eva. Rajju is the nivritti of Sarpa. Rajju rupa. Rajju is bhava rupa. How can you say abhava rupa? We don't have a concept of abhava itself. You have this erroneous system built on completely shaky foundation, whereby you categorize abhava as a padartha first. We don't object it because for us there is nothing like creation and destruction. Vedantins say that there is manifestation and unmanifestation. Thereby, if we say abhava is padartha, we don't have a problem there. Why? Because adhisthana, we look at it as everything is Brahma, merges into Brahma, avyakta becomes vyakta. But you start categorizing abhava and then you say abhava is absence, we have a problem there because it is not absence, it is presence of the adhisthana. Thereby, यथा आरोपित सर्प निवृत्ति अधिष्ठान रज्जु मात्रम एवं कल्पित नाम रूपात्मक सकल वस्तु निवृत्तिरपि तद अधिष्ठान चिन्मात्रम एव न ततो अतिरिच्यते इति सिद्धम. So just in the example, the rajju is the swarupa of the sarpa nivritti. When you say sarpa nivritti is abhava rupa, it is not abhava rupa, it is rajju rupa, meaning bhava rupa rajju rupa. Rajju rupa, therefore bhava rupa, not abhava rupa, and bhava rupa adhisthana and paramananda prapti, which is also bhava rupa. There is no conflict at all. Where is the virodha? Samanadikaranam is there, all right, but it is between bhava rupa of adhisthana and the paramananda prapti, ananda, which is also bhava rupa. We don't have virodha. Tatah adhishthanat na atirichyate. It is siddham. आरोपित प्रतियोगिक प्रध्वंसस्य प्रतियोग्यधिष्ठाने भासमानस्य अधिष्ठान मात्रत्व नियमात्. He gives a rule that we apply here. This is a rule for Vedantins. We say aropita pratiyogika. This is the Tarkika definition we are using. Tarkika uses pratiyogi, so we explain in the language that he understands. Without pratiyogi, he does not understand because abhava is pratiyogi. Yasya abhava sab pratiyogi. So ghatasya abhava uchyate chet ghata pratiyogi bhavati. So here ghata abhava and ghata have a pratiyogi relation. Thereby we say pradhvamsa is a, now pradhvamsa yasya abhava, here aropita prapanchasya abhava uchyate. Thereby aropita prapancha is pratiyogi. So aropitaha prapanchaha दुःख रूप संसारः प्रतियोगी यस्य प्रतियोगी यस्य प्रध्वंसस्य सह प्रध्वंसः आरोपित प्रतियोगिकः आरोपित प्रतियोगिक प्रध्वंसः तस्य आरोपित प्रतियोगिक प्रध्वंसस्य प्रतियोगी अधिष्ठाने भासमानस्य. How do you know that there is pradhamsa abhava? Vedantin will say anupalabdhi pramana, but Tarkika will say there is a pradhamsa abhava. I know there is a pradhamsa abhava. So what is that pradhamsa? It is bhasamana or abhasamana. If it is na bhasate chet, you cannot even talk about it. You are talking about pradhamsa abhava because you are able to cognize this abhava, pradhamsa abhava. Thereby this pradhamsa abhava is bhasamana. So bhasamanasya pradhamsasya प्रतियोगी अधिष्ठाने भासमानस्य. Where is it? Where do you know this pradhamsa? If ghatabhava is known, ghata pradhamsa bhava is known, where is it known? If it was there on the floor, then ghatatale ghatasya pradhamsa. Pradhamsa bhava is ghatatala. So ghatatala is adhisthana. Ghatatale bhasamanasya घट प्रध्वंसस्य यथा तथा आरोपित प्रतियोगिक प्रध्वंसस्य भासमानस्य कुत्र भासमानस्य प्रतियोग्यधिष्ठाने ब्रह्मणि ब्रह्मात्मनि अधिष्ठान मात्रत्व नियमात्. तस्य प्रध्वंसस्य अधिष्ठान मात्रत्वम, that is the niyama. Due to that niyama, what? ततो न अतिरिक्त इति सिद्धम. निवृत्तिरपि ततः ब्रह्मणः आत्मनः ब्रह्मात्मनः भावरूप ब्रह्मात्मनः न अतिरिक्ता इति सिद्धम. This is the hetu. Niyama is the hetu for siddhi of nivrutti not being different from the adhisthana, thereby bhavarupa. And this is said in Vartika. Bhagwan Vartikara Sureshwaracharya says, तदुक्तम वार्तिके अधिष्ठानावशेषो हि नाश कल्पित वस्तुना इति. अधिष्ठान अवशेष हि नाशः. What is नाशः? Nasha is nasha adarshane. The dhatu also is nasha adarshane. In the adarshana meaning, it is not seen. Not seen does not mean complete destruction. It is not absence. It is unmanifestation. It is unmanifestation into what form? It is in the form of adhisthana. Gitacharya also says, Nabhavo vidyate sataha. Sataha abhava na vidyate. If it was there, it will never go away. Pratiti is there, that pratiti has gone away, but adhisthana, the satta is there. Satta is never destroyed. It is there in the form of the adhisthana. So here prapancha dukkha rupa nivrutti has happened, but then that nivrutti is in the, you say abhava, we say it is abhava, pradhamsa abhava, you can tag it anything. You call it pradhamsa abhava, but pradhamsa abhava and bhava rupa do not have an issue, do not have a conflict in our situation where we say abhava is nothing but, aropitasya abhava is nothing but the adhisthana rupa bhava. So adhisthana avashesha hi nasha kalpita vastuna. Entire prapancha is kalpita. Therefore, its nasha is nothing but merging back into, figuratively merging back into adhisthana. Ayam eva bhagavat padadinam ashaya akaradishu sputataraha. Ayam eva. This very idea, even Bhagwan Sureshwaracharya has not invented something new. It is not a new philosophical thought. It is that which Bhagwan Bhashyakara has also said. Bhagavat padadinam. Everyone, beginning with Bhagavat Padacharya, even earlier, Bhagavat Padacharya is also saying the same thing which has been said in the Shruti and taught in the Sampradaya. Akaradishu. This can be taken as the entire set of works written by Bhagavan Bhashyakara as well as Bhagavat Padacharya, we call him, because other than Bhashya, he has also written a lot of works. All of those Vedanta works which have been created by Bhagavan Bhashyakara, they are called as Akara. With respect, it is called, this is like where it's a source of a lot of gems. That's why it is called Akara. Akaradishu sputataraha. Very clearly, this is the very idea which is mentioned in every work of Bhagavan Bhashyakara, every Vedanta work, that there is no nasha of abhava, Nasha in the sense of abhava, complete absence, it is always unmanifestation into the adhisthana. Atayeva prakrite api. Therefore, in this context also, anartha nivrittihi brahmamatram iti ukta doshanavakashaha. So, brahmamatratvam, nivrittehe brahmamatratvam uchyate. What we say is nivritti is not abhava rupa, but it is brahmamatra rupa, bhava rupa. Therefore, there is no question of a dosha here. You cannot point out any flaw, logical or otherwise. Sarvanartha drishya kalpana adhishthanatvad brahmana. Why so? Because Brahma is the adhisthana for the entire prapancha which is kalpita, which is seen drishya. Drishya prapancha, which is anartha rupa, because it keeps you in samsara, in bondage, samsaranam. Samsara keeps you in samsarana. Therefore, anartha rupa, drishya, is all kalpana. And entire kalpana has to have an adhisthana. You cannot imagine on nothing. Imagination has to have a basis. That basis, the foundation, is Brahma for everything which is kalpita. Tacha Brahma siddha vastu swarupatvad bhava rupam. And we know what is this Brahma. It is siddha vastu, that it is bhava rupa. Brahma is not shunya. Brahma is bhava rupa. In fact, it is the only existent thing. It is the only real bhava rupa padartha. There is nothing else other than Brahma. Tasmad anartha nivrittehe bhava rupatvadev tasyaha asmin granthe prayojanatva kathanam yuktamev. Tasya kasya nivrittehe. Tasya nivrittehe asmin granthe prayojanatva kathanam yuktamev iti. It is very appropriate that the prayojana is mentioned in this shastra, as the shastra prayojana is what? Nivritti of anartha rupa samsara, which is anartha, and that is bhava rupa. That nivritti is bhava rupa because it is brahma rupa, it is adhisthana rupa. That is Paramananda. There is a tippana here. Just quickly go through it. Tadyatha hiranyanidhim nihitam akshetrajna upari upari sancharanto na vindeyuhu evam eva imaha sarvaha prajaha ahar ahar gacchantyaha etam brahmalokam na vindanti anrutena hi pratyudaha. This is a Chandogya mantra quoted. We'll see the bhavartha. Ityadi shrutyukta ritya grihe antarnihito hiranya nikshepo vidyamano api yavad avidyamanavad avidyaya apraptavad bhavati. So this is for the nivritti. Here nitya praptasya. Nitya prapta is mentioned. Sorry, not nivritti. Nitya praptasya praptihi Vedanta grantasya paramam prayojanam sutaram upapannam eva. This we saw in the last patha. There is a tippanna to this. That is, what is this nitya prapta? There an example is given. There are a lot of earlier houses, village kind of setup, where gold, which is considered as the main wealth, they were hidden. To protect, they were hidden, and whether they were hidden inside the house or, mostly they were dug. There is a pit dug, and in pots gold were hidden. Gold coins or something like that. So through the Chandogya mantra, Chandogya mantra is explained through an example. Look at the example. Grihe antarnihito hiranya nikshepaha vidyamana api. Although it is there, the later generations do not know about it. That's why there are people who come about and they say, I can see that there is gold hidden in your house. I can help you get it. If you know about these village setups, there are people who can, they have siddhis whereby they can find out if there is something hidden in your house. And they can help you find it. They take a cut out of it. So, hiranya nikshepa vidyamano api yavad avidyamanavat. Avidya means yavad avidyam As long as you have not got it, it is as though it is not there. So avidyamana vat avidyaya apraptvat bhavati. If he is the owner, rightful owner of that gold, but he does not know, and not knowing it is as good as not having it, although it is nitya prapta because it is in his own property. It is in his own property boundary, and it is his own as well, rightfully his own, because his forefathers, his ancestors hid it. He is the rightful owner, he owns it, but he does not know it. Apraptavat bhavati. Anjanadyupayehi jnataschet praptavat bhavati. So these siddhas would put an anjana on the eye, so that it works on some people. They put an anjana as some kind of an magical ointment, you can say. It's a mystical thing. It is a mystical thing. We don't understand how it works. Mantra Shakti. So with that, they put an anjana on the eyes, and then they can see, the person can see that this is where it is. They can actually see. And when they see it, then they dig it and get it. So anjanadye upayehi jnataschet. Once it is known where it is, praptavad bhavati. It was already prapta. Praptasya prapti. Similarly, is this Atma Swarupa, Ananda Swarupa, praptasya prapti. Avidyaya apraptavad jnanena vidyaya praptavad bhavati. Iyam eva nitya praptasya praptirityuchyate. This is exactly what is nitya praptasya prapti. Yathayam drishtanta evam eva, and this is an example given. One Shruti has been quoted. Similarly, there are so many Shrutis. Iyam eva nitya praptasya praptirityuchyate. Yathayam drishtanta evam eva ayam atma brahma prajnanam brahma sarvam khalvidam brahma atmaivedam sarvam brahmaivedam sarvam इत्यादि श्रुतिभिः सर्वस्य ब्रह्मत्वोपदेशेन परमानंद स्वरूपस्य स्वस्य ब्रह्मत्वात् नित्यप्राप्तत्व नित्यप्राप्तत्वे अपि अविद्यया अप्राप्तत्व भ्रमः. And so many shrutis say that all this is Brahma. Ayam Atma Brahma. I am Brahma. Ayam, very close. How close? Not even a single kosha is there. Pratyekatma is Brahma. Prajnanam Brahma. I am Brahma. This consciousness is Brahma. I am consciousness. I am conscious. I know that I am conscious, that my Swarupa is consciousness. That is Brahma. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Here this can be a Mahavakya or Avantar Vakya based on what we understand by Brahma. If you know Brahma is Atma, then it is Mahavakya. Otherwise, it is Avantar Vakya, because Asti. Brahma asti, sarvam khalvidam Brahma asti. Asti padena paroksha jnanam jayate. If asmi is added here, by understanding Brahma is me, then by prajnanam Brahma ityadi, then Brahma is prajnana. I am prajnana, therefore Brahma is me. So Brahmatma asmi. Sarvam khalvidam aham asmi. Thereby it will become aparoksha. Atmaivedam sarvam. Brahmaivedam sarvam. Same case everywhere. Ityadi shrutibhihi sarvasya brahmatvopadeshena. Everything is Brahma. I am not separate from sarvam. I am also sarva. I am at least a part of sarva. Then I am the whole. Only the Shruti can tell you the part is not a part of the whole, but part is the whole. Paramananda Swarupasya Swasya Brahmatvat. Yes, Paramananda Swarupa is one's own Swarupa, which is Brahma. Thereby, Nitya Praptatve api, although it is ever attained, this Ananda Swarupa is although attained, Avidyaya Apraptatva Brahmaha. Avidya and Avidya Karya take away this Ananda as though, and thereby Ananda Pratiti is lost on us. There is Dukkha Pratiti, therefore Apraptatva Brahmaha. अखंड परमानंद चिद्रूप ब्रह्म एव अहम इति श्रुति युक्त्यनुभवैः जायमान स्वस्वरूप साक्षात्कार एव नित्य प्राप्तस्य प्राप्तिरिति. साक्षात्कार is नित्य प्राप्तस्य प्राप्ति. What is that साक्षात्कार? श्रुति युक्ति अनुभवैः. So श्रुति युक्ति and अनुभव is श्रवण मनन निधिध्यासana basically. Through that jayamana swaswarupa sakshatkara. Knowing one's own swarupa immediately sakshatkara paroksha jnana, that itself is nitya praptasya praptihi. How? Akhanda paramananda chidrupa brahma eva aham iti. That paramananda chidrupa brahma I am, which is akhanda, never segmented, and the highest Sukarupa. Then there is the second tippana there. Looking at the number, somehow it's difficult to look at the number on the top. It's meant. So anyway, we look at the tippana. Rajvam pratiyamana sarpasya rajyu adhisthanatvena kathyate. So what is this rajyu? Rajyu is the adhisthana for sarpa. Pratiyamana sarpasya. Rajvam pratiyamana sarpasya. Sarpa which appears on the rajyu. What is that? That is rajyu adhisthanatvena kathyate. That itself is sarpa is sarpasya rajyu adhisthanatvena kathyate. It is finally nothing but sarpa. Sarpa is nothing but rajyu itself appearing so. मंदांधकारे प्रतिभास मानसर्प भ्रमाधिष्ठानस्य प्रकाश संबंधे सति. When the same sarpa in the manda andhakara, it is seen as sarpa, but that pratibhasa mana sarpa bhrama, that bhrama goes away when adhisthana is known. Adhishthanasya prakasha sambandhe sati. When the torch is shown upon the rajju, which is the adhisthana of the sarpa, meaning the rajju which was appearing as sarpa due to this manda andhakara, when you shine a light on the adhisthana rajju, then manda andhakara goes away. Due to light, the sarpa also goes away because rajju is seen as rajju. Rajjureva iyam iti nishchaye jate. When this is rajju, this is a rope. When you have this ascertainment, nishchaya takshanadeva sarpo nivartate. That very moment sarpa goes away. Where does it go away? Tasma sarpa nivritti tadadishthana rajju sakshat karyoho cha eka kshanavachchedena jayamanatvat sarpa nivritti adhisthana rajju matram bhavati. Sarpa nivritti is adhisthana rajju matram, because in the same moment rajju, when you knew the rajju as rajju, the sarpa has gone away. Eka kshanavachchedena jayamanatvat. Because sarpa nivritti and the rajju sakshatkara is in the same moment. In the same moment it has occurred, and thereby what you have seen is rajju. Sarpa nivritti is at the same moment because sarpa nivritti is rajju. That is, there is no difference between the two. Sarpa nivritti is what? Rajju eva iyam iti jnanam. That jnana itself is sarpa nivritti. Thereby rajju jnana being sarpa nivritti is rajju rupa, adhisthana rupa. So this is the detailed explanation of the tarka used above in a different language, different way to look at it. So that ends the Tritiya, the prayojana of Anubandha Chatushtaya. Anubandha Chatushtaya, the fourth one, last is Sambandha. Vishaya, Adhikari and Prayojana have been dealt with. Now Sambandha, the last one for Anubandha Chatushtaya to be completed. Sambandha Nirupanam. Granthasya Vishayasya Prameyasya cha Pratipadya Pratipadaka Bhava Sambandha. What is the connection between? There are four Sambandhas. Between the Grantha and the Vishaya, what is the Sambandha? With Vishaya, there has to be a Sambandha. Otherwise, we won't study this Grantha, Vishaya. What is the Vishaya? We need to know what is the Vishaya. Vishaya is Prameya. Prameya Vishaya, therefore, Pratipadya Pratipadaka Bhava Sambandha. What is that Vishaya? Vishaya is Jiva Brahma Aikya. Jiva Brahma Aikya being the Vishaya, which is Prameya, to be known, we have to know Prakarshena Meya. We should know the Aikya between Jiva and Brahma, meaning between myself and Brahma, then only I'll get moksha. This is the Vishaya of the Grantha. So Grantha and Vishaya have a sambandha, since the Vishaya Jio Brahma Aikya is revealed in this Grantha, thereby Grantha and Vishaya have a sambandha. Grantha Pratipadya Pratipadaka Bhava Sambandha. What is the Pratipadya? Revealed, and Pratipadaka is the revealer. So revealer and revealed kind of an association is there. In that, Grantha Pratipadaka, Grantha is the revealer, Vishaya Jio Brahmaikyam is the Pratipadya, meaning revealed. Yet, the definition is given, yet Vishayam Vivichya Bodhayati Tat Pratipadakam. Yat Bodhyate Tat Pratipadyam. So, what is revealed is Pratipadya, and what is Vivichya, Vishayam Vivichya Bodhayati. What explains the Vishaya, what explains it and thereby reveals it, that is a revealer. So Grantha is a revealer since it explains the Vishaya subject matter in detail, therefore it is a Pratipadaka, revealer, and the Vishaya is Pratipadyam because it is what is being explained here. Adhikari Phalayoho, second sambandha is between Adhikari and Phala. Adhikari and Prayojana. Prayojana is the Phala. Adhikari Phalayoho Prapya Prapaka Bhava Rupa Sambandha. Sambandha is between Adhikari and Prayojana. What is the connection? The connection is Prapya Prapaka Bhava. Prapya Prapaka Bhava Rupa Sambandha. Prapya and Prapaka Sambandha. Prapya is to be attained, something to be attained. Prapaka is one who makes, Prapya is to be attained. Prapaka is one who attains. Attainer and attained connection is there. Phalam Prapyam. Phalam is the moksha, is the attained. Adhikari is the attainer. Again, it is defined now. Yadvastu labhyate tat prapyam. Whatever is attained is called as prapya. Yo labdha sa prapaka. The labdru is prapaka. One who attains it, one who gets it is prapaka. That is the connection. Adhikari vicharayostu kartrukartavya bhava rupa sambandha. Between adhikari and vichara, what is the sambandha? Kartrukartavya bhava rupa sambandha. Adhikari is the karta, vichara is kartavya. Therefore, they have this kind of a connection. It is a duty. So kartavya is duty. Being born as a human being, you have to become an adhikari really. Actually, being born as a human being itself tells us that we are adhikari for moksha, because jnanena moksha, jnana can take place only in a chaitanya vastu which has a faculty which can do vichara. A human being can do vichara, other beings can also do vichara, but they cannot do vichara up to such an extent. They have only instinctual behavior and vichara related to just the needs. To meet such needs, they don't have other baggage to take care of. You don't have a lot of vichara to do. Here, adhikari is a karta and vichara is kartavya. Adhikari karta, kartavya vichara. Yah karoti sa karta. One who does is a karta. Yat kriyate tat kartavya. What is done is kartavya. What is to be done is kartavya really. In our case, it is tavya. Tavya niyaraha. It is something to be done. There is vidhi rupa really, if you look at it. Grantha jnanayo janya janaka bhava sambandha. Between grantha and jnana, what is the sambandha? Janya janaka bhava. Jnana arises, janya, and grantha causes it to arise, so it is janaka. Vicharadwara jnanam prati grantha janakaha. Vicharadwara, through vichara, grantha is going to give rise to knowledge, therefore it is janaka. Jnanam janyam, jnana is born, therefore it is janya. Yad utpadayati tad janakam, yad utpadyate tad janyam. What is born is janya, and what causes it to be born is janaka. Tat prayojaka hetuscha. Evam eva sambandhantaram api bodhyam. And similarly, other sambandhas also are to be understood. We look at in the Tippanna. First sambandha is talked about here. Sambandha rupa anubandha kathane prayojanam. Why sambandha has to be even discussed? Why is it a part of Anubandha Chatushtaya? Yasya vastuno yena sah sambandho bhavati tasya tadvishaye api upayoga asti. Why should we know the sambandha? Because only that which is connected to in the Anubandha Chatushtaya, if it is connected, then only they should be delved into, they should be dealt with. Otherwise, we don't need to deal with them at all. यथा एग्जाम्पल गिवन यथा कुलालादीनां घटादीना सह संबंधो अस्ति अतः कुलालादयो घटाद्युत्पत्ति विषये उपयुज्यन्ते. Why do you need a potter? You will need a potter only if the potter is connected to the pot. You are interested in a pot. If you are interested in the pot, why do you look for a potter? Because he is connected to the pot in some manner. There has to be a sambandha. Since potter has kulala, potter has the connection with ghata, which is what you want, the phala that you want. Thereby you look for a potter because of the sambandha. Ataha kulaladev ghatadyutpatti vishaye upayujyante. They are to be used to get the pot. Upayujyante, use as in they are the means. Yasya yena sambandho nasti na tasya tad vishaye upayoga asti. What is not connected, you don't need it. Because you are interested in the phala. Only those which are connected to the phala you should be interested in. Others you can set aside. Yatha chakshusho vaivakashabhyam sambandha bhavat tadvishayi karane nopayogaha. Another example is given for to counter it. As to counter example as in sambandha, if it is not there, then you don't need it. It is not a means at all. Yatha chakshusha vaivakashabhyam sambandha bhavat. Sambandhasya abhavat. There is no connection of the eye with the Vayu or Akasha. Eyes do not cognize Vayu or Akasha. Therefore, Tadvishayi Karane. Tadvishayi Karane is to objectify Vayu and Akasha. There is no use of eyes because eyes have no connection there. Evam Grantha Brahmano Sambandha Bhave Granthasya na Brahma Vishayo Bhavet. Brahma, if you want, Brahma is not revealed by the Grantha. Brahma is Aikya is revealed. Brahma is not revealed. Brahma is your own Sarupa, of course, but your Sarupa is the connection between you and Brahma is revealed. Brahma is, if you know Brahma as Ishvara, as a creator, through other Shastras, then this Grantha is going to talk about what? It is going to talk about the Vishaya, which is Aikya between that Brahma and you. It has got a very focused approach. It is not going to talk about all sorts of things and then, just leave the main points. It is focused on the main Prayojana, Vishaya, Ityadi. Thereby, Grantha Brahmano Sambandha Bhave, Granthasya na Brahma Vishayo Bhavet. If you want to know what is Brahma, this Grantha has no connection to that. Brahma is not explained. Aikya is explained. Main focus is Aikya. Of course, in passing, Brahma may be talked about, but that is not the Vishaya. Vishaya is where the main focus is. Subject matter, Tatparya, Vishaya is, Tatparya Vishaya kim? So, Tatparya Vishaya kaha? Granthasya, that is Aikyam. Aikyam is the Tatparya Vishaya. Grantho apina Brahma Pratipadakaha syat. Therefore, Grantha is not the revealer of Brahma. Actually, Brahma is ever revealed. There is no revelation needed. Brahma is ever revealed. Not revealed as oneself, therefore we do not know that Brahma is revealed. We know that I am revealed, Brahma is not revealed. Brahma is, that's why Tat Padartha. Known through Tat Padartha, Tat is very far away because I do not know. Aikya. Tasmat Paraspara Upakara Siddhyartha Anayoho Sambandha Atad Vyavritya Bodhya Bodhaka Bhava Rupa Kalpyate iti. Thereby, removing whatever is not connected, Sambandha is talked about, which are connected. For what? Paraspara Upakara Siddhyartham. Connection is talked about so that we see usefulness of all of these participants in Anubandha Chatushtaya. Sambandhantara Shabdena. So here Sambandhantara also should be known in this manner. It is mentioned in the Tippana as Sambandhantara Shabdena Shravanadehe Jnanena Saha Jnanasya cha Mokshena Saha Sadhya Sadhana Bhava Rupa Sambandho Vidnyeha. Between Shravanadi, Shravana Mana Nidhyasana Nitya, all these are connected with Jnana. How? As sadhya sadhana. Shravana is the sadhana, Shravanadi is sadhana, Jnana is the sadhya. So means and the goal is what? Sadhya sadhana sambandha. Jnanasya cha mokshena sa. Jnanena moksha, therefore Jnana is the sadhana, moksha is sadhya. So this is how we have to understand other sambandha also, as said in the Moola. Just to sambandha, so there is a shloka ending in the Prathama Taranga. Yastu sadhana sampanno jijnasu prathamam pathet imam tarangam satatam mukto asau natra samshayah. इति श्री वासुदेव ब्रह्मेंद्र सरस्वती विरचिते विचार सागरे अनुबंध सामान्य निरूपणम नाम प्रथम तरंगः. So yastu sadhana sampannah, adhikari, one who is sadhana sampanna, sadhana chatushte sampannah, one who has the fourfold qualification of viveka vairagya shamadhi shatka and mumukshutvam. Jijnasu, and thereby jijnasuhu, he knows that I need jnana, jnana ichuhu. Yaha prathamam patet, prathama taranga, this prathamam tarangam patet, who reads this, called as a wave in this ocean of Vichara Sagara, who studies this patet, imam tarangam satatam mukta asau natra samshayah. So Arthavada is done. When you said Pate studies, means one who understands this itself is sufficient, because Brahma and Jiva Aikya has been talked about here as well. Thereby this wave chapter, which is called as a wave in this ocean, this book which is called as ocean, Satatam Prathamam imam tarangam satatam, continuously he remains in this, then Saha Muktaha, Asau Muktaha, that person is definitely a mukta. Atra samshaya na kartavya, samshaya nasti. This is the prathama taranga. We'll start with the second taranga, dvitiya taranga, in the next patha. Sukham nityam saprakasham vyapakam nama rupayo adhishthanam buddhyabodhyam buddherkyatva nirmalam aparam sarvedanta vedyam pratyak paramaha tadevahannamattvanyat iti me nishchitamatihi. Any questions?
Satish here. Have a samshaya.
Yeah.
You're talking about adhikaritvam, right? Somewhere in the earlier part, it was referenced that someone like a sannyasi will be considered as uttama adhikari.
Yeah.
So someone
the sannyasi is not considered as an uttama adhikari per se. Uttama adhikari can be a sannyasi or non-sannyasi. Uttama adhikari is one who has sadhana chatushta sampatti, actually krutopasti, one who has done upasana and to completion. He is really an uttama adhikari, but sannyasi is the mukhya adhikari here. Yeah.
Okay. So that was my main doubt then. So even someone who is in say a typical ashrama, like a grihastha, can become an uttama adhikari. Is that correct?
See, becoming an uttama adhikari is not an issue. The issue is sadhana, whether the person has had sadhana for uttama adhikari. See, for uttama adhikari, upasana is prescribed. Upasana should be continuous. Thereby, why sannyasi is talked about is because there's a single focus. It is more conducive in ashrama. Of course, today it is questionable, because sannyasa ashrama itself, because of varnashrama dharma depleting, not having state support, it is depleting, and thereby none of the ashramas are really the way the ashramas are meant in the shastra.
Sure.
So that is the difficulty. Otherwise, if we have to look at from the perspective of the shastra, the sannyasa ashrama is most conducive.
Sure, but it's not a necessity.
It is not a necessity. Orthodoxy will say later may be necessity, but it is a general rule. Exceptions are always there, but we have to look at them as exceptions only. One Janaka is talked about somewhere, someone else. It is difficult. Later stage it is difficult, because how is Nishtha possible? Nishtha is very difficult unless one has no responsibilities. Even the Nitya Naimityaka karma, if you look at from the Shastra perspective again, if a Grihastha does every Nitya karma prescribed, he will have no time for anything else in the day except for a little rest. Nothing else is possible. Today we don't have Nitya Naimityaka karma full-fledged. We don't have I mean, we don't have, in a sense, people are unable to do Agnihotra in Mundaka. We have seen in Agnihotra there is a dependency of Darsha Purnamasa Ityadi. All of those are there.
Yep.
If a person, that's why I mean, there is time of needed rest, because you cannot keep on doing pathas continuously. There was a break given to patha also because there is exhaustive karma, upasana sahita. So it is not possible to do other karmas even in grihastha ashrama. Then you say, okay, you do Shravana Nidhyasana. How is it possible to do Shravana when Nitya karma does not give you enough time beyond rest? So you have to look at from that perspective. So today it is possible, but Uttama Adhikaritvam is Bahuduram. Uttama Adhikaritvam, personally I don't feel Uttama Adhikaritvam is possible because we don't have even very rare examples even in Upanishads. So Uttama Adhikari, the way Shastra talks about, such Uttama Adhikaris are not there in Shastra also. Very rare. So otherwise we see examples where people walk out from home. We don't have Uttama Adhikari staying at home, and it's not possible. There is a Sputa Virodha. When there is Jnanotpatti of such an extent, then one may or may not continue by Prarabdha. That's a different story. But Uttama Adhikaritvam is questionable. Uttama Adhikari means just listening to Tattvamasi Vakya itself, there is Mukti.
Okay.
Adhikaritvam, we have to try to become Uttama in whatever is best possible in our environment.
Sure. Thank you.
Namaste. Anything else? Anyone else? Namaste. I'll see you in the next part. Did you have a question?
No. Thank you.